All right, how we doing today? I hope everybody's had a productive day today. Thank you for your time. So I know y'all saw the news. Some of you guys did probably in the know about R. Kelly. Okay. Now I want to say this before I start this video. I had a troller that said that he was innocent and da da da, and I need to keep their name out of my keep his name out of my mouth. Well, guess what, ma'am? I'm making a video about it anyway. All right. This is my channel. I make the videos that I feel like I deem sufficient. Okay. Yes, I'm gonna make mistakes, but it is what it is. If you don't like it or anybody else subscribe doesn't like it, well, you could always unsubscribe, okay, or just stop the video, check out another video, okay? Because I'm gonna do what I do and I'm gonna keep doing it. Are we clear? Now, back to the program. R. Kelly. All right, today he's been sentenced to 30 years. All right, for violating allegations like violating the Mann Act and also child sex trafficking, like some type of ring. Okay, so they're gonna look at that as like a ring. All right, the right word will come back to me. Okay, uh, but kind of like a drug ring, the same thing. All right, but with drug, except with drug child or with trafficking women or using his fortune and his fame to for young women for his pleasure. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you, okay? I don't believe that he's a pedophile or he's not any evidence that's stating he's a pedophile, but he does. I think that he does like young women of age. Some states could be 16, 17, or 18. All right, but these are the reasons why I thought he was going to end up just getting out with time served because I do believe that he violated the Mann Act. Okay, but here's just what I think that happened. Number one, the legal system, they don't forget. All right, and I think that they wanted to hammer him for the last trial that happened back 2005, 2006. Okay, for those allegations with that tape and other things that he's done that he did in the 90s. Okay, so this goes to show that they take every little tic tac and they build up like trying to put together a puzzle. And they build this wall up and then they pull it right down on you. Okay, or they load up a net with a ton of bricks and then at one point when it reaches capacity, then they let the ton of bricks on you. So they were looking at that for quite some time. That case, probably for like 10 or 12 years. But I digress. All right, not saying that it's not important, but he beat that case, and they were not going to forget. Okay, so that the Mann Act, and I didn't think that they had enough allegations to find, or they didn't have enough evidence to find that he was in a sex trafficking ring. But you know what? Being that he had so many complaints, and he brought those girls across state lines, probably by process of elimination or reverse osmosis, then they assume that yeah, he did have a ring, okay, a trafficking operation going on. It's kind of like you find a murder scene, okay, and then they backtrack it all the way back to the source, and that's exactly what they did, okay. This was a case that you had a lot of people that were determined, all right, to bring this man down, and even if he did beat the case, all right, that doesn't mean that he's innocent. And also, furthermore, the conditions that he was in was very, 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 very crappy. even if he did be the case. I had a homie where I talked about this about a year ago with him, and his wife is a lawyer and all that. Okay, where he said that if he had got away and if he kept doing what he was doing, which he probably would, all right, if he did it, then somebody was going to kill him. Okay, I'm gonna say this: R. Kelly probably needs help, and that's one of the offenses that is really hard and you really cannot rehabilitate at all. Okay, and he can't use the story about how he was treated back when he was a child, when he was molested and all that, because he used that story before. Okay, I do think that the parents should have some responsibility in this for bringing them those children. I do agree, but they're probably going to say, the prosecutors are probably going to say, well, you went through this before and you was already like what, 25, 30, 40 years old, and you had you could have had the discernment to say no. Okay, so yes, I do think that there's some injustices in the courts and all that, but I just think that you cannot look like me and just go back. I don't think that that really plays in for people that look like me. All right, that they want to get you. If you got away the first time, that you expected to be a model citizen, and that's just my take on that. Now, he's supposed to have, I believe, like sometime in August. Okay, not if my memory serves me right, at the beginning of August, he's going to have the case in Chicago. This case that just commenced or adjourned, excuse me, was in New York federal courts. Now they're going to be going to Chicago for that, for child pornography and obstruction of justice. Things are not looking too good. All right, we not really, this thing is not over till it's over, and it's my understanding that he found a lawyer that found loopholes in it. All right, but then again, like I say, just because he's found let's say if it is an overturn, and a lot of people are afraid that this man is going to blow the whistle on a lot of other people, because yes, there is others. I do agree. Uh, but like I say, even if it is overturned, that doesn't mean that he's innocent or what he did was right. Okay? You do reap what you sow, and if you live by the sword, you die by the sword, as they say in the book of Luke. Now, let me know what you think about this video. I want to do this video about this girl that got killed over too much mayonnaise over a sandwich or some crap. All right? Thank you for your time.